All right, woo! And we're back.
And we're back.
John, Chuck, Mike, shut it over there.
That's right. Got it rotating in the back on the TV.
Rotate.
I think this is what, number
Y'all
4?
see that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It just hit you in the head.
We're like double sloppy seconds.
Double, triple.
I don't want to be called
quadruple.
sloppy second.
It's like, what was that? Double secret probation?
Yeah.
You guys are on double secret probation. Okay. Is that bad?
Yeah. All right.
If it's secret,
so-
then I'm not on probation.
This is true. Speaking of probation, you had something about
Yeah.
Tupac in jail, or
No. He's still dead.
he's still dead. Okay.
But they raided the guy's house that supposedly
What guy?
had some dude.
Some dude.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
What was the guy's thing? Like, what
He lives in Vegas.
Okay.
He was connected to it somehow.
To
Supposedly,
what? The
Tupac murder.
Okay.
So supposedly he had evidence that he was holding on to as like life insurance for himself.
Wait. From Tupac?
The people that killed
yeah.
Tupac,
Sure.
he knows.
Allegedly, him and his nephew were the ones that killed Tupac.
Oh.
Now his nephew died like 2 weeks later in a gang-related. You know what I mean? So I think he got taken out after he pulled the trigger because Tupac pulled up on the wrong side. So the nephew had to pull the trigger, supposedly. Allegedly. So anyway, the nephew dead. So the uncle is in the house, and he's in his house, and he has, I guess, hard drives and things like that of whatever evidence. So the cops raided it. Now even more, like some stuff slipped out. Before, when it all first happened, they said Puffy was behind it all. That he set it all up. Now there's information that's leaked here and there. Now I don't know if it's just people talking or what.
I thought Biggie killed Tupac.
No.
Biggie was dead first, wasn't he?
No. Tupac.
Biggie's people killed Tupac because
That's what they're
Tupac's
trying to
people
make
killed
it.
Biggie,
They're
right?
trying to make it look like that it was east west.
West.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Rap
gang
battle.
war thing.
Right, but it wasn't. The evidence now is going towards Puff Daddy had fucking Tupac killed.
Oh.
And then had Biggie killed because he was wanting the royalties off of all of Biggie's stuff, or he was getting, I don't know what the whole thing was, or Biggie was about to go out on his own and leave Bad Boy Records. So I think that's why they killed him. But there's a whole thing, a bunch of evidence has been coming out.
Wicked.
Yeah, so Puff Daddy's been known to have these weird fucking parties with men.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hell, he was dating his son's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, he's
Really?
Yeah.
He's a sick individual. There's
Okay.
literally like people have said that they've had to suck his dick and they've walked
Isn't he
in.
in jail now?
I don't think so, but he's gonna be because everything is leading to him having the whole hit and everything on Tupac and Biggie.
Wow.
Yeah,
Just so
and-
he could be the man?
Yeah,
And then he sings that song, Missing His Friend.
it's a big cover up.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they say that like
If
the
that comes
people
out
around
true,
him,
that's fucked up,
the
dude.
people around him.
Well, that's what people like that would do.
Yeah,
If you did something like that, of course you'd do this. I mean,
people around him like his that used to be around all that when Biggie and everybody was around, even up to I don't even know when, because I think Puffy Combs is kind of, I think he might still be in the limelight a little bit. I don't know, I don't follow
I'm
him.
not sure.
But they say that he has like weird parties with dudes. He's a real freaky fucking dude.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, but
Chuck?
he might like it because
You should go to his parties.
But I still think I know who
Ain't
you.
sucking no dick.
I know who you're talking about with Tupac being alive in Cuba.
Is he in Cuba?
That's
Yeah,
what they
he's
say.
got dreadlocks and he raps. He
He's
sounds
in
similar.
Cuba?
And then they
but
have
you don't
pictures
know-
showing the chip in the tube.
Yeah, but he has no tattoos on his chest or on his stomach or nothing. Now
Didn't he have tattoos?
Yes, he had
And
Thug
they
Life.
said you could laser it off, but I think it still leaves a
It
hint.
still leaves a scar, I'm sure.
I don't know. Those things are pretty mad daddy nowadays, aren't they?
All right, one thing. Look at how Tupac lived his life. Do you think that you're going to be able to shut that man up for 20 fucking years or 40 years, however long it's been since he was killed?
40 years.
93 or 96?
Is that when it was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
No, I think it was 93.
And
It
I
was
think
early,
if
dude.
anybody knew anything about it, old Jada Pinkett Smith probably knows something.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of people that know.
Remember,
There's been-
Tupac was her love of her life.
Yeah.
She said that many times.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
even said that since she's been with Will Smith.
Oh, yeah. Suge Knight has said that he's not dead.
Yes.
He's hinted around saying Tupac's not
She
dead.
was with him before, when he died, then Will Smith got her.
Yeah,
Just saying, why would he want her?
I don't know, because they're both crazy.
yeah. But it's. I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
You said Suge Knight.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Suge Knight's hinted around that Tupac's alive, smoking a Cuban somewhere, and then
Okay.
someone's got text messages, someone's got this, someone's got that, but all that shit can be faked, and that could be people just talking shit. So
Well,
keep
look,
keep
the
it
Elvis
alive to
thing
where I
was
can still make
forever,
money.
right? And is Elvis really dead or not? Who knows?
Yes.
I mean, he's probably dead by now.
yeah, he's dead.
Supposedly there's some dude that died not long ago, a few years
They
back.
said the
that
DNA matched.
They
or
said that
something,
he
yeah.
said he was Elvis before he died.
And they compared pictures and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw something along
Yeah.
those lines. It was a while ago.
He was all white.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
all white.
I
He
don't
had more
know.
black hair.
Yeah, he was all
I'd have
super
to
white.
I'd have to Google it and take
Yes,
a look at it.
I have to look at that
But they
one.
put the faces, and he damn sure looked like
I mean,
him.
it is interesting when you watch the.
And he was a preacher or something.
Yeah, that's right. He was a preacher.
Why
that's
would
what I
you,
heard too.
Why would you? I get it. I guess some of them get fed up with the fame and no privacy.
They made a
Well-
whole movie about it.
Well, have you
What
seen?
was that? Remember Eddie and the Cruise? Was it Eddie and
Yeah,
the Cruisers?
Eddie and the
Oh,
Cruisers.
that's right, dude. What a great movie.
Yeah,
But
the first one. The second one was
For
kinda
yeah, so,
sucking.
yeah, that's true. But what's interesting though is like there at the very end though, like he was on a lot of drugs. He was miserable. He didn't want the limelight except for going to the gigs, but he was kind of being forced to go to the gigs at the end.
Right.
And he'd just get super drugged up and go.
Yeah. Well, he was hurting too.
He was hurt. Well, he was hurting real bad.
Yeah.
That's right. But he'd get all drugged up and go. So I could see the theory that fake my death. I'm done with this crap. I'm ready to go just chill out somewhere for the rest of my life, get off these drugs, and just chill. I don't know. I could see somebody doing that, trying to
Yeah,
change their
but
life.
If you look,
But then
at,
again, I can also see as bad a shape he was in, him actually dying on the toilet like he did.
well, he took so many pills. And we
Yes.
know now. I'm sure we knew then too that it constipated you, made your shit harder than a fucking rock.
Exactly.
So if you're fucking trying to push because you've been impacted and haven't been shitting in days, then you're gonna be grunting to get it out, and you're old, out of shape, all these fucking drugs in
Yeah.
you.
You pass out,
You're gonna die.
hit your neck. That was it.
You're gonna die. So
Absolutely.
You see the one where they
But-
said Michael Jackson's
but the-
still alive?
But they got
Yeah,
that
but
picture
video.
of video where somebody's looking out the window when they say there's no one in the house when they're wheeling him out
yeah,
from his bedroom. There's somebody like looking out. You can see it. I always thought that was interesting. It could have been a maid or something.
yeah,
But
Nobody's in the house, though.
yeah,
supposedly no one's in the house. Everybody's outside.
yeah. I don't know.
I don't either.
I really don't. I mean, it's there's a bunch of theories too. Michael Jackson wasn't murdered, didn't commit suicide by accident, you know what I mean? He was actually murdered because they kept trying to buy the Beatles rights back, Sony was, because he owned like 51% of Sony because of the Beatles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they didn't like that.
Nope.
So there's a thing going around saying that he was actually killed by.
Well, you hear, if you
I
listen
can
to
see
some of
that.
his
I mean, the
lyrics,
doctor fucked up. And should the doctor on your personal payroll have fucked up?
Yeah, and you know what? That doctor spent a few years in prison,
Yeah.
and now he's living a good life.
Yeah, he's good to go.
No, he's living a really good
I'll
life.
tell you what was sad was the whole family fighting over the kids to get his money.
Mm-hmm.
That was what was sad. Except for Pretty sure Janet was not a part of that because she's got her own
Yeah,
money.
I was about to say she's got her own money.
Yeah,
And,
but she was also, her and Michael were also close.
They were also close. It was all the other brothers that came looking for the handout there at the end.
You see the video, one of the videos he made is talking about the government and stuff.
Who, Michael Jackson? Well, yeah, I mean, listen to his songs. Listen to a lot of his old songs.
No, it was a newer one.
You know, especially the "We Are the World." He
Black and White.
wrote that Black and White. I mean, everything was about bringing everybody together and let's all love each other and be peaceful and da 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 da.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that totally goes against the message that they don't want people to have.
And he had a voice to get out to everyone too.
But
Yes, he did.
think about it.
Yes, he
If
did.
Tupac was still alive, he wouldn't have been able to keep quiet for all these years.
No,
He wouldn't have. He just wasn't that kind of guy.
no.
He was loud. He was in your face. It was his way. You know, there's no way.
Well, we're going down this rabbit hole. That's why I heard the Anne Heche chick was killed.
Right.
She was actually, I heard, leaving DeGeneres' house. Supposedly, she was going to expose the child thing of
Well, she
Hollywood.
was making a movie.
Yeah, she was making a documentary.
Room 313 or whatever it was.
Okay.
Yeah, she was
And they
about
said
the
she
child
was
trafficking.
speeding like
Was
that.
it?
She was speeding like that because she was running for her life.
Yes.
They were chasing her.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you
When
heard
she
the
hit
stuff.
when there's a video of her getting pulled out of the house.
Yeah.
When she hit the house. And they had her covered up from head to toe.
Oh, I saw
And
that.
she
sits
fucking
up.
pops up and she's like fighting and shit. And I was
I
like,
saw that.
you know, is that just the nerves and the last, your body's still adrenaline flowing and all that? You know what I mean?
Or
But
she-
then her boyfriend or whatever said that she was fine, expecting a good recovery and all this stuff. And then like 24 hours later, they're like, oh, we got to pull the plug. Because for California law, she was considered dead.
And they said
Yeah. California law's fucked up, dude.
the ambulance
Yeah, it is.
people or something about they weren't wearing the correct attire for that ambulance people wear. Like they said it was staged. Like they went in there without real people.
Damn.
Yeah, she was murdered,
Damn.
which is sad.
It is sad. Crazy sad.
And you could say that about what's her name? What's that one lady died for that routine surgery?
Oh, yeah. Joan Rivers. I heard that she was
Just-
going to expose
well,
some stuff,
No,
too.
she
Just
said
before that-
we've already had a
Yeah, they
training.
asked her. They said, they go, do you think that we'll ever have a gay president? And she goes, we already have that with Obama.
I remember her
Everybody
saying
knows
that.
Michelle's a trans.
I remember her saying that.
There's a video of her walking upstairs saying that, and then
And then
Yes.
2 weeks later, it was
Yeah.
a minor surgery. She
Yes,
dies.
She
Yeah.
dies. Yeah, routine
Yeah.
cosmetic surgery. But
Did you see? You pay attention when Princess Di died? They wouldn't let nothing in there, but they have video. They go by and she's in the back seat, talking.
Wait,
she's
the
in-
one on the
Where she's under the bridge.
the car that exploded?
Yeah.
Well, she really died. They killed her.
She was still alive under the bridge. She was. You could see her turning her head,
And
talking.
then they killed her.
Yeah, they're saying that they killed her after, because nobody was allowed in
Well,
there.
she was going to expose
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
That's why she was killed.
Oh yeah.
She even said, I'm going to expose.
Well,
and then she was killed.
and her son, John Jr., he was running against Hillary for the seat in New York or
The
whatever.
Senate seat,
And that's all of a sudden his plane went down.
and Hillary
Oh,
won the
that's
seat.
right. I
And
forgot
Hillary
about
won by
that.
default because
Yes,
Junior dead.
I forgot
And you
about that.
guarantee that he would have won over Hillary.
I forgot about that. Yep.
He had all the MILFs in upstate New York going to vote for him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? He was getting all the house mom votes.
Absolutely.
Hillary wasn't going to win that. Hillary's a bitch. So,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
But it's just coincidence, you know.
Dude, she's known like 38 or 50, some crazy amount of people have died
That have known her.
that have been acquaintances.
associated with her.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Or go against her.
Right.
Yes.
Now,
Or
I don't know about
against
you.
Bill.
I don't know about you, but I've been on the planet for a long fucking time, and I don't know that many people that have died except for like old age and things of that nature. They haven't died.
That's true.
The car it just burst into flame. Oh, the house. Yeah, it just exploded. There must have been a gas leak somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A rare boating accident, you know? It's
Yes.
like, what? They don't even like the
Yes.
water. You know? It's,
Avid outdoorman drowns in 2 inches of water.
right. It's like, wait a minute.
That one was all. Or committed suicide with a bullet hole to the back of the head.
Guy hangs
Right.
himself in the tree, blows himself in the chest with a shotgun, and the shotgun's found fucking like 50 feet away from where he's at. And it's like, what? How does that? And they're like, yep, that's a suicide. How is that? What the fuck?
The guy that supposedly stole Nancy Pelosi's laptop, which was here in our backyard as well, over in Alpharetta, actually built his pool. But anyway, the news report for him was he killed himself
Yeah,
in the basement, which his basement is kind of where he hung out, and that was where his office was and all that.
right.
He said he killed himself in his basement and they didn't know what, because there was no gun found around him, but there was a rifle in the house upstairs.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was
But he-
dead, walked back upstairs, cleaned the gun, put it up, walked back downstairs without dropping any blood, dead,
Yeah.
and sat back down where he died.
Now, here's
I believe it.
I do too.
well
I'm
now
on board.
you
And
gotta-
by the way, I never heard anything else of
you,
that
you
either.
got to look at this also in the Russian perspective, because they had that one Chester out there that
Just
shot
the
him.
molester.
Yeah, that dug his own grave, shot himself in the back like 14 times.
Oh, that's right.
Fell in the hole and then covered the hole up.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Now they said that that's natural behavior
oh, for Russians?
for a Chester when he ends.
Oh,
his-
for a
when
Chester.
he ends it all. Yeah,
oh,
yeah. They said that that's typically that's what happens.
that's just what they do.
right. If you're
Okay.
Russian and you're that's typically you find
I
guilt
gotcha.
to the point where that's how you take
Sure,
care of
sure.
everything.
Pay no attention to the man
That's
behind
what
the curtain.
that's what the police said.
Well, no, that's
Gotcha.
a pedophile, so they're like,
That's
don't care.
That's what the police said. That's what they issued as a, hey, he just ended it, and this is how he did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
how nice.
And they were like basically saying, so
yeah.
take that with what you
This
will.
guy's a
You
piece
better-
of shit. We just let him die.
Yeah, take that for what you
Basically,
will.
they're saying we killed him, and we're saying it's suicide.
Yeah, take that for what you will, because if we find you, this is how it's gonna happen.
Yes.
We don't play that
This
game
is
here.
this is what's going to happen to you.
And that's what we need. That's what we need here.
We do need that here. We got that sheriff in Florida that seems to be a lot like that.
Polk
But there's
County.
only so much the law can do, and you got these lawyers now that get people off for the craziest
And all
things.
the lawyers, most of the lawyers are Democrats, so they're all in the pocket
What-
of fucking
what's
Soros
the Polk
and
County
everybody
guy
else.
say? Yeah, we emptied our clip.
And then we put another one in.
It goes,
Yeah.
was it a little
Why
excessive?
did you Why
No.
did you only shoot him 9 times? Because that's all the clip holds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how he sticks the picture of with the guy up there. Goes, this is a piece of shit.
Yeah, or he'll be like,
Oh,
this
yes.
is such and
Yes.
such.
Yeah,
And
he
it
says
was
their
the-
name.
It was the judge that was from like Illinois or whatever, came down and got caught trying to fucking pick up an underage fucking, yeah. So he's like, holds the picture and it's got him in his fucking robe and everything. And he's like, this is such and such. He's telling the story and he goes, and this is what he looks like now. And he's wearing the orange jumpsuit and he's in, his mug shot. And it's like, oh God, this guy is the best troll. He is the best.
That's
he just fucking,
awesome.
oh,
He
you
doesn't
That's
care.
awesome.
No, he's like, you come to my town and this is what's going to happen. Fuck
Well,
you.
Antifa,
That's
they wouldn't
awesome.
go there because he was crazy.
Yeah,
he
he-
told everybody to stay inside.
Oh yeah, that's
And arm
right. Yeah, I
yourselves.
remember that.
That way we
I
know.
think we had a show on that.
Yeah. Everybody stay inside. That way we know who to shoot.
Was that who to shoot?
I was like, damn, that is fucking hard.
You
right
got
there.
some balls.
Fucking hard right there.
You know, shit hits the fan. Everybody's going to Polk County.
That's it, man.
Hey, there's a lot of places in Florida. And
Texas got a lot too.
yeah,
I
DeSantis
just don't want
is,
the heat anymore. I'm ready to get the hell out.
yeah, DeSantis is just fucking up. I mean,
Oh, yeah, he is.
bad.
He is, isn't he?
Bad, yeah.
Like
The second,
once he separated himself from Trump,
yeah,
he kind of started going downhill.
yeah.
Or he didn't kind of.
Well,
Start going
the
down.
biggest thing is he quit serving people when he got out of the army. and he makes it out like I'm a vet, I'm this, I'm that. Yeah, but you're not. You're fighting for some stuff, but there's some stuff you're making a fool of yourself on. The whole Disney thing, I get it. I don't know who the fuck wrote that goddamn contract where
that's
they can
bullshit.
sit there and
Absolutely.
not pay taxes and police their own property there, and
Yes.
basically they're out of jurisdiction. No, motherfucker. No. You're
I
not.
don't like
You're not
that
an
either.
embassy. What the fuck is going on
I
here?
agree. I don't like that.
Why aren't
either.
you paying your fucking fair share of taxes?
That was them trying to get Walt to build there.
Right. But I agree with that. Get rid of that.
Oh, yeah.
But when he went in and basically said, if you're an illegal, you cannot work. And if we find out that your employer now gets fucking thrown in jail and fined.
Right.
And then they get fucking, deported or whatever the fuck. They won't get deported, but they were all standing down the road, and then people were showing the whole fucking neighborhood that was being built. And it's just dead, like a ghost town. Houses half built, this, because he fucking said no. And you're going to have to go through the growing pains when you do that, but that made him look like a complete douche.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, all these motherfuckers are out of work.
Yep.
Yeah, because you're not going to hire them because
You
you don't want to
can't.
get fucking in trouble.
You can't.
Right.
But then think about it. If you're a builder and you're building model, the spec homes, you've got like 2 or 3 crews out there knocking those fuckers out.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Now your workforce is gone.
Yep.
So now the legal Americans that had the business that grew it with the people that early on, and then started going, oh well, hell, I got these guys. They're efficient. They're quick. They get it done. You know what I mean? They don't cost me as much. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that anymore.
Well, yeah, not
I
anymore.
don't. Right.
But,
Yeah. But
But and then they take that away. Now that builder or whatever, he's out of work too.
and I don't mind if you're going to do something like that, but these people that are already there contributing to society and being a part of it, let's do something to get them amnesty. Amnesty is not the right word there. Let's do something to get them on the path of citizenship.
Right. Well, here's the thing. When people always say, well, they're not paying taxes because they're illegal. That's not true.
And let them keep working.
Right. Well, that's not true because
Well,
either
paychecks
one,
tax come out.
right. If they're getting paid under the table, that's one thing. I used to know a lot of people that
True.
got paid under the table. Not
And they do.
not just Mexicans, but white people,
They're just
black
not
guys.
filing taxes.
Right. They're not filing. So the government gets to keep all that fucking money.
That's correct.
So
Yeah, but they're claiming 9 kids, so they're getting the very minimal taken out.
This is
and
true,
then they're
too.
going to the hospital and getting it for free.
Well, I
Well,
get
they
all
don't
that.
care about
I
that
get
part. They
all
like
that.
the strain on the system. though.
Right, because it keeps everybody wanting to go to universal health care and shit, which is fucking horrible idea.
Very horrible.
But no, it's
Obamacare was bad enough.
if they're paying their taxes, they're paying their rent, they're paying their car notes, they're paying their shit. You have, just like anybody else, you have good and then you have bad in that same culture. The majority of them are fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
Just like the majority of white people are, the majority of black people are. You still have those small percentage of each race and ethnicity, whatever you call it, that fucking are horrible. You just do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of those guys are fucking busting their ass day in and day out trying to fucking do the same thing we're all doing.
But
You know
I,
what I mean?
I feel
Absolutely.
I feel if they pay their taxes, they pay it correctly,
Yeah.
and they speak English where they can read it, because you have to be able to read it. They should have a license. Should be able to get one.
Well,
So they're legal
Well,
to drive.
no. Let's if they're those kind of people are here, like I said, they're contributing to society. Let's let them keep doing what they're doing, but they go and do whatever they got to do to become a citizen.
I failed the citizen test.
Yeah, I probably would too. But I'm just saying.
I tried to help
Right.
one get
they
it,
they
and
should.
I failed.
Why is that not a problem? I don't like this idea of just automatically making them a citizen. I think
No,
that's stupid.
I think they need to learn
But
the
if
background of the country if
This
you want to be.
country is formed on immigration,
Right.
so we're glad to have you. Love to have you. We've met and dealt with thousands of them. They're great.
Yeah, you just got
And
to do
are
it the
great
legal
contributed.
way.
Yeah, just
like we did, our ancestors.
but you're
did
already
coming
here
in.
now, so let's do something to help you become a citizen.
Well,
if you
right.
don't want to be,
Right.
then go on.
Well, one of the
The guy
companies
that
I
I-
worked for did that or offered that, and all the
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
all the guys were for it at first.
Oh, Hamilton or not Hamilton? Oasis did something like that,
Yeah.
didn't they? When we
Yeah,
worked there,
Kevin-
they were going to do
he
something
was-
where they got the guys some
he
kind
was-
of work visas or
He
something?
was working with an attorney that was going to get them all basically on their way to basically a green card or a
Yes.
legal citizen.
That's right, a green card thing, yes.
But they would be able to work. You know, it's not an ending
Right.
an ending thing.
They
It's-
were going to be
it's-
able to continue to work.
Right,
But they had
for-
to go back to Mexico first and get something. Remember that?
Yeah, and they all got together after the first meeting because everybody was gung ho, and then there was a couple guys that were like, "Well, wait a minute.
Oh.
If we go into this and give them all of our real information about really who we are, now we have no bargaining chip. They know who we are, where we're at, what
And
we're
you're stuck
doing.
working at that company, right? Because
Right.
it's
Yeah.
like
Well,
it was a deal
if
for
you
working
quit,
for them.
you go-
For so many
They'd
years,
send you back,
For
right?
so many years, you had to stay working with Kevin.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you
So
couldn't
it
argue
is kind of
think-
not
I
really
think-
a great deal. It's kind of like you're signing your
slavery.
rights away for, well, I mean, he's paying them, but
Yeah.
still.
But
But he could
You're
not give
also-
them raises, and they can't really quit because they
Yeah,
quit.
that's true. I mean, Kevin wasn't a dick, but
no, but
or at least
But
not
there
like
are
that.
companies-
But you're right. There's people that could take advantage that way,
well,
though.
Kevin also looked at is I need these guys.
That's exactly it. He was
Yeah.
trying to
For my
figure out
business.
something
I'm not
to help
saying
him.
Kevin was
No,
bad.
no,
I'm
no,
just
I
saying
know.
the situation.
He was totally
that-
trying to help him.
Yeah.
Right, and they freaked
Right.
out about it at the end because they didn't want the government to know.
Wow. So they never did any of it?
No.
None of them did
Because
it?
Kevin was like, God, I just put all this fucking work into this, and then the guys don't want to do it now. What the hell?
Oh, man.
And I'm like, I would love it if they would, because then they would be legal, and then
Right.
they could apply for a driver's license.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they could get their own car and they could drive, and then
Well,
you
they
know,
were
you-
driving anyway.
right.
Well, that's why I said.
Well, that's what gets me too.
If they're paying taxes, let them get a license. If they can read the signs and stuff.
When you don't have a fucking driver's license, why are insurance companies allowed to give you insurance?
Yeah.
Thank you. Don't
I
you have
don't-
to give a driver's license number to
Yes.
get insurance?
Yes.
So you don't think they have insurance?
No, one guy,
No.
the
They
guy that
don't
has a
have
license.
insurance.
You can get a license in what is it,
No,
Chicago
there's
and
people-
California.
There's guys that don't
Texas.
have licenses
Some of
that
them have
have
Texas
insurance. A lot of them will have insurance on their car, but no license.
Well, now they're all going to run to California and get a license because I saw that California's just basically giving them away.
Yeah, because they used to go to Washington State.
That's what it was, Washington. That was the big one that I
Yep.
saw a lot.
Yep.
Washington.
Chicago's a big one too.
Chicago. Oh, really? Illinois? Yeah.
Well, hell, in Illinois now they're trying to pass it to where I don't know if they have or not, but somebody that's not even a U.S. citizen can become a cop in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
Become a cop. That you're supposed to uphold the Constitution,
Yep.
And the law of the United States.
Yep.
and you don't, not a citizen, and probably don't even know it.
No.
Well, most cops don't, anyways.
No.
Well, that's true.
But at the same time, it's like Chicago's
Well,
turned into a
because they're
shithole now.
hiring them straight up now when they used to have to go through a whole training. Now it's like a quick little, I don't know what it is. But it
6
kind of
week.
feels like it's like a couple day course now when it used to be like a
used to-
12 week,
Well, it used to be 6 weeks.
right? Or so, it used to be 6 weeks. What is it now?
I don't know.
And you-
4-hour meeting.
This one guy,
Zoom call.
I mean, they used to go to police academy,
Hey,
right?
right,
I mean, and
Yeah.
you literally learned how to do everything.
That
A
was
guy was a
actually
cop.
back when people had pride, though, when the cops were actually
Well, that's
on the
true.
up and up.
this guy I
That's
did
true.
work at, he wasn't a cop anymore. He quit. He worked at Emory, and he said we used to sit there and 20 people, and we only needed 2. We'd pick the best. He said now it's got to where
You pick whatever you get.
you're taking
You're
what you
taking.
can get.
Yeah.
And he said it was BS and all the political bullshit involved now. He said all this, all that. He said I quit.
Yeah, well, people don't want to become cops anymore.
No.
And why would you? They want to defund you. They want to get rid of you. They
then
don't
you-
want to back you up.
No.
They don't. They want to ruin you if you screw up in court or with somebody, and you got to go to court. And whether it's your fault or not, they're still going to take you down because public pressure says they should.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want it. I don't want any of my kids to do it.
No. They have to fight one side of the whole political thing where they're trying to be, get defunded, fucking take away their training, when actually they need more training.
More training. I know,
You know
that's
what I
this
mean?
Cop City fucking thing pisses me off
Yeah.
in Atlanta. that they're so adamant about stopping it. But it's all these defund the police people. And when they come to find out, when the police were arresting people down there, majority of these people down there protesting this thing are not Georgia citizens.
Right.
So you're here stopping a first offenders, first defenders, right? First responders,
Right.
training facility
Right.
that we need desperately, especially that part of fucking Atlanta. I'm sorry, but it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to make cops better and police better and fire better and to help you better, and you don't want it?
Well, here's the thing. Don't defund, but make sure the funds go where the funds are supposed to go.
Sit it in someone's pocket.
Right.
Right.
I don't want to see the fucking captain all of a sudden get a big bonus.
Or driving a
Fuck-
Mercedes.
Yeah, fuck you. You're still a
Yes.
fucking public servant.
Yes.
Fuck that. You know, yes, you get paid well enough to take care of your family. You're risking your life. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's still not a fucking...
Well, and if we did do more training and built these facilities
Right.
and forced the cops to do more training and more educational
Right.
training, then I would be all about, let's give these guys some more money.
Yeah.
You know,
They need more training.
They do need more
Right
training.
off the rip. They need more of that.
And they
I
need
mean,
more money.
Yeah.
They're doing a dangerous job, but they need more training.
Well, they get paid shit now, some of them, but they also get fucking company vehicles, and they don't pay
Right.
for fuel, and they don't, you know
True.
what I mean? And a lot of them fucking work, they're allowed to take the patrol car, and they go work fucking nights or weekends at different spots.
Yes, you can go and do
Well, some places put a
like
stop
security.
to that
Yes,
because
some
the cops
counties
were
don't
trying,
let you.
They were trying to make extra money, and the county's
Yes.
like, So now the county's making that money,
Oh, and just
shit.
paying them their normal
taking
pay.
normal shift people and putting them on that stuff.
Oh, instead of it being an extra pay thing.
Yep.
And that's bullshit.
Douches.
They
That
should be
sounds
able
like
to-
politicians.
Yeah, well, who do you think runs the police? That's why they're all
Exactly.
defunding shit. And if you don't like something the way it works, well, if you take away the cops, the fucking world's going in anarchy. It's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
go fucking nuts.
Quick.
You cannot.
The purge will happen, and it won't be called a purge.
No.
That's right.
You can't
That's right.
live. You can't live with them because the society. You'll have those few bad apples going nuts. You know what I mean? It'll be all
Free
out.
reign.
It'll be an all-out war. So you need them. So defunding them is a fucking horrible idea if you look at the big picture. So why not throw more at them? Give them more training to where they're better and they're trained the way they need to be trained, and then maybe that'll take away some of the fucked up shooting.
Yep.
Some of the pictures I see where the cops don't even know how to defend themselves real well.
Right.
And
it's
also
like, dude, come
wearing
on,
them
where's your
out,
training?
making them work crazy hours,
Right.
get more cops where
True.
they're working, 40 hours,
Right.
Yes.
Right.
so they're not wore the fuck out.
Yes.
Because they're probably 40 hours in the car,
Well, and then you have
and then all the time
parade
writing
I mean,
all the stuff.
take
Right.
that Trump indictment the other day coming through Atlanta. There must have been every freaking cop in the city had to have been there to block off all the roads and everything and do that whole.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's
that he
just a
still
lot
gets-
of cops.
That's crazy. He still gets the full presidential
Full
motorcade.
presidential.
I don't see anybody else getting that.
Nope.
Out of all the presidents
don't
I've
either.
seen, I've never seen him get that afterwards.
Me neither.
Clinton doesn't even get that shit.
No.
No.
GW ain't giving that shit.
I watched the video where they threw shoes at him.
Who? GW?
Yeah.
Really?
You didn't see that?
No.
Oh, during a press conference.
Really?
Yeah, one of the reporters took his shoes off and fucking was yelling at him and fucking chunked him.
Wait,
And you
years
see-
ago?
When he was president.
Yeah, okay. I do remember that. I
Yeah.
thought this was something
And he
racial.
ducked out of the
Sorry.
way,
Yes.
and then he was like, he threw the other one. He was like that.
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
Secret Service come up, and he's like, no, it's all good.
Yeah,
And he's like bobbing and weaving, ready to go
I
again.
never saw that.
Yeah,
it was great. I forgot
yeah.
about that.
I watched that video this morning.
That would be
Popped
awesome
up.
to see.
I forgot about that.
The
Well,
more
that's
I
like
learn,
Reagan with the balloon.
Right.
Missed me.
Yeah.
That was one of the best
the
ones.
more I learn about George W., the more that I question about what he did in the office.
Right.
There's so much stuff that's come out that it's like, is
Yes.
it real? Is it not?
Yeah.
Who
You can't
knows?
trust anything you fucking see on the computer.
No, can't trust any of it.
You got to see it live and in charge, just boom, boom, to
Yep.
believe anything. Because now they have, back in the day, they had that little movie app thing where I could take a picture, like a little video, and then I could take that and I could put all these backgrounds
That's
behind
right.
it, like
Yes.
a meteor coming in and crashing, or whatever, the whole town on fire and shit. And I could do that off of a fucking iPhone
Yep.
years ago. So you can't tell me that they can't create more shit. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
I don't buy
Exactly.
anything. They have that filter where everything is, giant mountain or giant planets coming, right there in our solar system, like right on top of us. You know what I mean? Come on, you can manipulate
Exactly.
any fucking thing now.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You ain't getting away with crap.
No, you cannot.
Man,
Or you're trying to get. You can get away with more crap. Maybe that's what I should
Yeah.
say.
Well, hell,
Yeah.
Neil Armstrong said that
And AI is going
he
to make
was
it worse.
never on the moon.
See, I haven't seen the full fucking thing of that. I've seen those little snidbits that are taken out, but just like everything else, it could be taken way out of context
I've
of what
seen
he
the
was
Buzz
saying. and
Aldrin
all that.
one where he did snippet about, well, we weren't there.
Right.
But it could have been, like you said, it could have been him going, well, you always have people going, well, we weren't there. And they want to run the, we weren't there.
Right.
You know,
You just
so
never
who
know.
knows?
Well, not only that, but now they have the whole AI thing where they can take a fucking. You can do
Yes.
that on your
Well,
phone.
hold on.
Oh, I've got something to say on that.
So,
We'll just run this
who
one
was
up.
the cameraman
Yeah, we'll stop
that
it.
shot
No, I know.
the first steps on the moon?
It was shot from the rover. And then they shot from each other with their cameras.
They had a rover down before they showed up.
No, on the side of the spaceship.
It's shining this way, watching him go down the steps.
Yeah, off the side of the spaceship.
He's walking out of the spaceship.
It was the first
It's on the
selfie
side
stick.
of the, yeah. Selfie
The
stick.
camera was
selfie
shooting this
stick.
way, his back,
Yeah,
going
he
down the
handed him the
steps.
camera, remember?
So he wasn't the first one to step on the moon. The cameraman
He
would
was
have been.
handed the camera down.
Neil-
He shot the other guy coming down.
You guys are on two different pages. You might be seeing the second guy coming down, and people might be spinning it.
Yes.
But I don't know. I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
But
the
also,
original
like the
picture
explosions.
was off the original shot was off the, you could tell it was off the spaceship of him going down. You see him
Yeah,
from
but
the
there's
front,
one of
and
him
then he
back.
says I've never seen the one from the back.
Yeah, and then there's also the atomic bomb or whatever going off.
Yeah.
Right.
And it wipes out. How come the camera didn't get disturbed? Shows the buildings getting wiped out. How come the camera didn't get disturbed?
Strong cameras.
The invention of
Come
plexiglass.
on, man. I see it all the time, dude.
The camera's sitting just like this. It doesn't shake or nothing. You see everything
Well,
else get wiped out, and the camera's just
If we're
sitting
gonna
there.
if we're gonna go deep dive,
Well, sometimes technology lives, dude.
there's that
And they also look like little toy houses if you look real close.
Oh, yeah. A lot of times, yeah.
there's a guy that's got a book that's got all these old timey pictures in it.
Okay.
You know, from way back when.
I know
Sure.
where you're going.
The Chicago Fair and things like that.
Yep.
So one of them they take a picture of, and it's like a picture in the book where somebody fucking photographed it, and it's all like buggy and carriage is what you're supposed
Sure,
to believe
right.
is all back here, but then there's a big
Oh, I think I know what
armored
you're talking
fucking
about.
boat
Yeah.
Yes.
sitting there in the water, and he's
Like a
like,
battleship.
yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that with that? Why is that?
Right.
And he goes, and then the Chicago Fair, why did they rip all that down? All the fucking architecture, all that was just lost. Like we
You
went.
mean the World's Fair?
Yeah.
When they came through?
Yeah. And we just dropped back centuries after that, and we didn't fucking. We had all this beautiful architecture.
Then we
and-
went
and-
back to cabins.
Yeah.
Oh, from the World's Fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's pictures of
Got torn down.
skyscrapers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the World's Fair
Well, there-
was all like, it was supposed to look like a modern city.
But we
And
also
that's what
had
they did at the fair. I mean, even Disney took his very first attraction there before he ever been to Disneyland to see if people would like it.
Okay.
But there's also pictures that,
So, I mean, they built a whole city.
and then they
right,
tore it down.
Right.
Yeah.
Why
It was
would you-
kind of a fake city. It was only supposed to be a temporary thing.
Yeah, but there are also pictures of skyscrapers.
They built them.
No, not there. Other places.
Yeah, the
Oh.
guy's got like a ton
Gotcha.
of different pictures of different.
You ever been
Like-
to Universal Studios? You walk out and they got the whole skyscraper of New York there, but it's not really there. But it sure looks like it's right there.
This was pictures of when it was
Just saying.
black and white pictures of skyscrapers that were supposed to be cabins back then,
Oh, gotcha.
just
Yeah.
like the battleship.
They had a
That was
picture
in
of
the
the
water.
Mayflower, the boat.
How do you have a picture of that?
Exactly.
1492?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And who took the picture
Well-
of the first? They said this is the first camera, and they have a picture of it. Who took the picture of the first
Well,
camera?
it is kind of interesting that we went 10,000 years, 12,000 years before we had electricity and cameras and all this stuff. Human race, 12,000 years.
Yeah.
And no one invented electricity or anything like that until the last 100 years,
Well, they're saying that now we've all something
100,
happened.
150 years.
Somebody did something, and they caused everything to glitch.
Oh,
And
Ben Franklin was what?
now we're living in a different
208,
universe because
Yes, I've heard that
the
too.
Monopoly guy doesn't have the monocle or has the monocle now. I forget which. All the different things that everybody remembers. What's his name? Dick Van Dyke or whatever his name is that did Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah,
What's that guy? Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon.
right. Yeah, he's
Now-
not a part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now he never did
And he
those.
was.
I know.
He was.
And they say he's not. I've looked it up.
Yeah, no.
I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
I used to see
Oh.
him going up to everybody's damn doorbell and ringing
yeah.
the doorbell.
What's
With
the
all the balloons.
What's the exercise guy that everyone thought was gay?
Gene Simmons with the headband.
With the
Yeah.
headband. Look it up. No headband.
Yeah,
Look
no
up
headband.
costumes from back in the day. Everybody has the headbands.
Well, there's
And
no
it says he's-
headband now?
Nope.
Or there was. Yeah, that was his signature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it says he's never worn a head. He doesn't wear head. All the pictures of him.
Did we
no
just think he
headbands.
did because
No,
he had
somebody-
the wristbands
no.
No,
always?
there's costumes from the
Something-
80s.
Somebody did something and fucked something up, and we're fucking
Well,
riding sideways.
Did
now.
you hear that kid? He's supposed to be like one of the smartest kids on earth, and
Right.
he's only like 12 or 13 years old.
Doesn't surprise me.
He says that energy experiment thing that was done in Europe or whatever,
Yeah.
where they tried to power up this. All right, so they tried to do it a few years back, and they decided not to because they were scared of what it might do. And and then a few years
The
later,
5G thing or whatever.
no, this was like some power accelerator thing that they built to see if they could generate a certain kind of power. Anyway, this little kid swears that when they fired that up, that moved us to an alternate timeline. And that's what it is, that we're living on it. This kid said this. I didn't even know about the stuff you were talking about. That's kind of weird that this is all.
Yeah, so, I mean, the
Yeah,
Ed
it's
McMahon,
fucked up, man.
I know for a fact happened.
Yeah,
he
the
used to
Evan
do-
Man thing blows me
and-
away because I saw it on
and the
Facebook or something.
exercise
Somebody's
guy
like,
with
check
that
this
band-
out. And I'm like, yeah, I remember him being a part of it. What the fuck? And
The
they say he's
bandana
not.
thing.
Nope.
I mean, the headband.
I'll have to
There's-
look at the headband thing.
There's
This is
so
crazy.
many different fucking things that have.
This is super crazy, man.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking nuts, man. You can't tell me it's all a coincidence that everybody's like, I remember
Particle accelerator or something weird like that is
that.
what
Yeah,
they fired up.
somebody fucking
Took enormous amounts of energy to do it and all.
somebody shifted gears and fucked everything up.
Is that how we got
doubt
Biden?
Yeah,
Probably.
That's why everything is.
That's right. That's what the kid said,
I'm
too.
waiting on Biff to come out. You know, fuck.
You know Biff was based off of Trump?
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, then bring Biff out.
What's funny is so
An
many.
extreme one version, but
Right,
still.
right.
That's
So-
who they based them off.
So, you know, all these movies predicted stuff, supposedly.
Yeah.
But The Simpsons
Yeah.
have been right
Oh, I know.
so many
Yeah, it's
times.
kinda
That's
weird.
freaky.
And either that or somebody went back and changed it all just to make it look like they got all these things right. I don't know. I've never been like a Simpson fan. I didn't watch from the beginning to go, oh no, man, they said that or whatever.
Well,
no,
they
they'll
can
show it.
look and see the
I
original.
know. I've seen the pictures,
Right,
and all,
but they
it's
can,
like
I hope they can go back and see the original print version. But at the same time, it's all
maybe not. We
digital.
know what we can do with editing, dude.
But
It's so
I mean, you
crazy.
saw Back to the Future. They predicted the TVs and all that when we had the big heavy box ones. Remember, he's carrying a little skinny TV. There's flat screen TVs,
Yeah.
cell phones.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't remember the TV.
yeah.
There's like 10 or 15 things that Back to the Future predicted.
Oh yeah,
Saying it
Pine
was going to
Mall,
be.
Yeah.
Pine Malls, and then
Well, no, that's about.
Lone Pine Mall or whatever.
Lone Pine Mall.
Lone Pine Mall.
That's the conspiracy.
You killed my
about
pine, you
right.
son
But-
of a bitch.
like the
Oh shit!
hoverboard.
Hey, why
Yeah.
don't we? We're gonna stop there. I hope you guys enjoyed. That was a super long show. We just kind of get on a tantrum and enjoy ourselves and have some fun.
Yeah.
But I thought that was very educational. We might call this the conspiracy episode.
Yeah.
But if you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't,
Go walk the fucking dog.
yeah, do it anyway. He's got to pee.
Man,